It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Period. We here. Doing my show Dolo today is the vibes. That's what we going for. Shout out to Chris Payne. Hope you're good. He was supposed to be my guest today, but he had a little bit of issues. But he's good. He's great. He's good in spirit. So we want to give him a little shout out. You know, still showing you love. You know that Mina Mendoza will always love you, my man. So feel better today, okay? No one's mad at you. So anyways, I hope everybody's feeling good today. I didn't get to do my show last week, so I feel like I have a lot to catch up on. I feel like the world has been in some like weird climate. And I feel like I kind of want to just talk about it because I feel like everybody's been talking about it, but I feel like I have yet to really touch upon the Diddy trials. And I'm sure everybody knows what's been going on with Diddy. But I feel like what we could talk about, shout out to my boy E, giving me the inspiration today. I guess we could talk about the things surrounding the Diddy trial. Like, so for example, today, Kid Cudi testified. He testified against Diddy. I learned that Diddy blew up his car. Yo, that shit is that sentence alone sounds crazy. Like, yo, my car blew up. Like, this person, that's like, first of all, that is some like Goodfellas, Mafias, Scarface type you feel me? Like, first of all, like, this is my whole thing. Diddy, at that point, yo, not for nothing, but like low key, like someone could have died. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like what were you? You know what I mean? And then like all of this was because he found out that Kid Cudi and Cassie were dating. So I'm like, damn. Not only. It's just wild to me, like just wild to me, the amount of power that could be. And it's just like your car on fire. Like, imagine you get an anonymous text or an anonymous whatever, and it's your car on fire. I don't even know how to go back to that. I really don't. And it's like, and it's just wild to me because like you got all this money and you could get any woman in the world. I guess, you know, Cassie's beautiful. I'm not saying that Cassie's not worth it, but I'm just saying like this is some other type of villain era type ish. Like, this is, I don't know. I think this man thought he was invincible because you could go to jail for this. And I'm like, yo, if you don't go to jail for Cassie, I want to know the charges you gonna get for blowing up someone's car. Like, you cannot not go to jail for that. Like, I don't care what you say. You cannot get probation for blowing up someone's car. So if you don't go to jail for Cassie, you need to go to jail for this. Because this is wild. This is wild. And I just keep thinking, like, what else is gonna erupt from this? You know? Shit's wild. Like, it kind of like makes me think of like what Diddy's temper is. Like, you know, I don't know. He's the type of person that would scare me. Like, if I was his bartender, waitress, or anything like that, I would be scared to get the order wrong. So scared. Blow up my car. Wouldn't even go home. Wild. But anyways, talking about cars, y'all need to see this viral video going on real quick. Y'all need to see this viral video. So I saw a video real quick before I got here. And it's crazy because I'm a big person that I just been in the car with significant others and they've always just tried to sneak a kiss while I'm driving. I'm a person that, and a lot of my friends say I'm a crazy driver, but I've gotten y'all to point A and point B safely. I am not a fan of someone grabbing my face while I'm driving. And I've had other people do that. And I'm literally like shifting my face away. I'm not a big fan of that. I do not like my face being turned around while I'm driving. So in this viral video, and y'all gotta check it out. That shit is wild. You see this couple. It's like a sunny day outside. La, la, la. She's like grabbing his face and they're smiling. And mind you, they're on Instagram live while this is happening. Yo, I don't know what happened, but she went to grab his face and you see him turn his face for like 2.5. Yo, the car flipped over. The car flipped over. Y'all need to see the picture of this meme. The car flipped over. Did they survive? Absolutely. But this is why I am not a fan. Yo, even when you catch me at a red light, I think it's cute, but I have anxiety. I shouldn't have anxiety kissing you. And when people do that, it gives me anxiety. And I think people should just watch that video. Like, it sucks that I'm laughing. And I guess, like, I'm happy that those people are safe. But for real, when we're driving a car, stop trying to, like, distract me. Because that type of ish is scary. That type of ish will make me traumatized to ever kiss you again. Straight up. Straight up. So y'all let me know in the comments, have y'all ever been in the car where you try to sneak in a kiss with your significant other? Or have y'all ever been in the car where your person is giving you a sneaky kiss? I want y'all to think about that meme forever because I want y'all to survive. First of all, shout out to E. Wait, we can't hear you. Oh, snap. We're good? Okay. Yo, E, can we... Okay, we can hear now. That got me kind of scared. Damn. So, like, what was the last thing y'all heard me say? I'm curious. I'm like, did I just waste my time right now? All right. E, what was the last thing you heard me say? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Anyways. So... yes, if you're driving in the car with your significant other, please, please, please do not sneak in those kisses. You will get into a car accident. Your car will flip over. Do not do that. We don't want to do that. But yes, a little couple of things I wanted to talk about because I did just see the video. And I'm also thinking, like, I don't know, with me, it's like, why are people so pressed to be romantic in the most unsafe moments? Like, that's an unsafe moment. I don't want to be romantic in that moment. I want to focus in that moment. I don't want to be romantic. I'm good. Like, I'm trying to preserve both our lives so that we could continue kissing. And I don't want to destroy my car. You feel me? Like, we're supposed to go on this date. Now we can't because my car is messed up. That's wild. Can't do that. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the affection and distraction. Don't distract me while I'm driving a car. Not with that. Not with that at all. So I'm just curious. Did y'all hear? Okay. So, E, can you clarify? Did you hear what I said about the Diddy case? Because you put me on that, E. Did you hear about what came out with Kid Cudi's car? Let me know if y'all heard me talk about his car getting blown up. Because if not, I want to talk about it because I want to make sure y'all hear it. But if y'all missed it, one thing that I was mentioning with the Diddy trials right now is not so much about what Diddy did. I understand he's a monster right now. It's so much what's going around the trial. And again, I cannot believe that Kid Cudi testified in court today and said that Diddy blew up his car. Like, he blew up his car. Thank you, E, for clarifying that. So, yeah, he blew up his car. And I just think a statement like that in court is so intense that, Diddy, if you don't go to jail for for doing all these things, you know, you need to go to jail for that. Like, there's no way that you're walking away from that. You could have killed somebody. You feel me? And it's just like, I look at it like, listen, there's no way you're going to walk out of court and think and get away with that. And if you honestly get away with that, that's wild. That is wild. Like, if you don't go to jail for Cassie's situation or the things that you have done, you need to go to jail for, what would you call that? Attempted murder? Right? Najee, is that attempted murder? 100%. You need to go to jail for that. There's no way you can walk away. If you don't go to jail for that, I would be Kid Cudi myself and open up my own case. I'd be like, yo, I am traumatized. I have been a victim. And he has been a victim. I'm like, yo, what did you even do? How do you explain that to your car insurance, bro? Wild. And again, all of this was because Kid Cudi and Cassie were dating. So he felt some type of way and was like, I'm going to blow up your car. And he did. So to me, it's like, and shout out to you, E, because you made me think about this. It's crazy to know that you have that much money, but yet that type of power. It's wild. It's like, it's not, you're not okay in the head, my man. You're not okay. And it just sucks because I feel like it sucks for me to see people that have come a long way, because I'm sure that his way to where he is, you know, I'm sure like he worked hard for it, but it's just like you worked hard for your empire to just be brought down, and you're being brought down like this, which is wild. I would rather get brought down by owing the government money, knock on wood, because that's never gonna happen, but I would rather get brought down by some wild ish like that than get brought down for buying Costco bulk cases of baby oil. Like that shit, yo, I feel like we are gonna hear about the Diddy cases until I'm old. I feel like the Diddy cases are still gonna be talked about until I'm old. But you know what? We're just gonna have to see how this plays out. I don't think this is gonna be an easy trial, but I do think that justice does need to be served, because that it's not okay. It is not okay. And this just goes to show, you know, because my boy ED did prove a point that if you're with someone that does something wrong, don't be afraid to do the right thing. Because I feel like a lot of these situations and things that are coming out with this case were based off people that didn't say something right then and there. And maybe you are scared to say something. Hey, it doesn't hurt, bro. A lot of people tend to do things, and they do things over and over again to people because people don't say anything. And you know, those are the type of victims that these type of people will prey on. They know you're not going to say anything, so they're going to continue to hurt you. So don't be afraid to stand up, because you could have died in that car. You feel me? Don't be afraid to stand up. That's the only way people are going to stop. So I hope the future of this trial is where justice gets served where it needs to get served. And I just hope that things like this just don't happen again. And if they do happen, I hope that they get remediated in time and not have to be so intense like this. So that's my 2 cents on that. That's my 2 cents on that. Shout out to E, because he really helped me out with that one. The worst part is that people immediately believed Kid Cudi for all this wild shit, but never believed Cassie. That's also true. That's also true. Cassie had a lot to say, but honestly, like I said, E, I just hope justice gets served. I really hope this justice gets served, because I feel like this is not going to be the last of the things that we hear. But who knows? Also, shout out to Ghost. We got Ghost in the check-in. Kid Cudi might have sealed Diddy's fate. When you sell your show, we don't talk about these things. I don't want to get kicked out of YouTube, but you know what, Ghost? You're not that far. You're not wrong. Not wrong. All right. On a lighter note, can we talk about the Knicks, though? Ew. I haven't talked about the Knicks I haven't talked about the Knicks at all. So I've been doing a little bit of history. It turns out that the last time the Knicks won a championship was 1973. I don't know about you, but I think that's like a lot of years. A lot of years that they have not won a championship. Like, that's crazy. Like, 1973, that means it was before disco. Like, a whole disco era that they won a championship, which is wild. And, like, I don't know. Are we manifesting or are we just wilding? I want to know. I feel like New York right now is wild. But it's dope, though. You know what it is? This is, like, the only time I see all 5 boroughs come together. Like, everybody's friends. Nobody got beef. Everybody's sticking together. Like, when I saw the videos of, like, the Knicks winning, and then I see what New York looks like, is like, crazy. Like, low-key, I kind of want to be around it, but not too much in it. But it's, like, fun to watch. Like, yo, when the Knicks won against Boston, and I saw how New York lit up, wild. Like, the gates that were supposed to be used for the people to separate, people were like, yo, F your life. Lifted those gates up and were crowd surfing with the gates. The things that were supposed to set boundaries of safety, they were like, F the safety. We own this city now. But it's crazy. Like, people were jumping off things. People were like, just, it is wild to me. I wouldn't want to be a police officer at that time. I would be a little scared. But luckily, I didn't hear anything bad happen. So I got to give that up to New York. I'm pretty sure maybe some fights happened, but like, I didn't hear anything bad happen. Maybe that's why, maybe because Diddy in jail. Now, let me stop. But I got to give it up to the Knicks. They did lose yesterday. It was a wild ass game. Najee, you saw the game? Nah? Damn, that's crazy. For anybody that saw the game, it was like wild. The ball went up and then went inside the hoop, and the Pacers just ended up getting it. And I know Knicks people were a little upset, but we still got a couple games to go. You know, we still got 4 teams. It's still not exactly the championships, but it's damn near close to it. So what would you call this? The finals? Something like that. But I hope the Knicks got it. It'll be really cool. My favorite colors are orange and blue. Those are my Mets colors. I know a lot of people don't really like the Mets, but I don't really care. I hope that the Knicks get this. They work so hard. And it'll be dope. I feel like New York has been going through so much ish that it'd be nice just to have like a championship on us. Like, you know, we'll make the town a little better. I don't know. Let me know how y'all think. Do y'all want New York to win this or not? Let me know. I mean, shit. One thing I could say, though, when New York is activated, it's like Gotham City without Batman. For real. That ass. I don't know. Like, New York is just a different type of, like, cultural moment, though. Like, it's wild. Like I said, it's the only time I see all 5 boroughs come together, and it's honestly beautiful. But, again, it's like literally Gotham City. Like, Gotham City. I'm here for New York. I'm here for them. All right. So, we're going to get into one last topic before I get into my little other random topics. Who here has ever heard of Klarna? Raise your hand. I did. So for people that don't know what Klarna is, I feel like Klarna, you got Afterpay. It's like these appy apps where it allows you to purchase the item, but you don't have to have all the money. So like, say something costs $100, I guess maybe you could pay $20 for it, and then you could just pay it off. They give you like a payment plan. What's wild is Klarna might need a payment plan of their own. Oh. Wild. This is my whole thing. How is it that it's a layaway app? That's what Klarna is. It's a layaway app. How is the layaway app in layaway debt? Make it make sense. Honestly, the app is $136 million in debt right now. In debt. And honestly, I could have told y'all that was going to come. Because I remember when Klarna and Afterpay were first introduced, I saw people talking about it. And I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, yo, this is kind of a dope idea. But I was like, you know what? Nope. This sounds like the 2008 recession happening again. That whole shit that happened with the houses when they were just giving anybody a house. This shit sounds just like it, but in a smaller scale. Because they were like, okay, bet. Not everybody's gonna buy a house. In 2008, this affected the homeowners, right? But guess what? With Klarna, anybody can download this, right? And it's wild the amount of debt that people have gotten themselves into. And like, that's my mindset on it. My mindset is, if I can't afford this right now, I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. I don't technically own this. I'm renting. I'm borrowing. So it's like, of course y'all were gonna get in debt. Like, yo, that sounds like a failed plan. Like, how? No. You're giving, no. Some people are responsible. Some people are not. Because this is my whole mindset, right? What if, right, you bought something, it's $100. I'm only going to charge you $20. And it's going to take you, 6 weeks to pay this off? Oh, I only spent $20. I got $80 in my account. Let me go get something else. So now that person gets another $100 product and only drops down $20. And then they get another $100 product and drops down $20. So even though they only spend $60, they're technically $300 in debt. Kind of. But y'all get what I'm saying? This is why it's a failed plan. It puts you in a situation where you're going to end up buying more because you think you have more, but you don't. So I just feel like what's gonna happen? Like, and what's crazy is like, think about it. I guess this is what makes it different from a layaway plan, right? Because back in the day, it was like, hey, you want this product? All right, you're gonna have to drop down, you're gonna have to give me $20 a week, and then you can own it. With these apps, you're getting the product right then and there. So to me, it's like, if I got the product right then and there, why do I have to pay you the rest? It just doesn't sound as structured as it could be. And also, what if I bought a product and then I return it? How does that work? Let me know. I don't know. For me, at first when it came out, and I think it came out during 2020, at first the idea was kind of cool, but I knew that this was going to cause issues. So now they're 136 million, and I believe the debt doubled. So let me know what y'all think of this. Do y'all have the Klarna app? Do y'all have the Afterpay app? Are y'all responsible on that app? And also, what happens after you go past the 6 weeks? Can you ask for another 6 weeks to pay it off? Or do you have to stay in that like contract? See, there's so many things to this. I don't know. Like, can they garnish your wages? Income tax? I don't know. Let me know. But either way, the layaway app is on layaway debt. That shit is wild. I don't know. I just feel like the psychology of micropayments, I feel like you end up paying more. It just doesn't make sense to me. Absolutely not. I'm not going bankrupt over a hoodie. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I feel like us as people, we need to do better. We just need to do better. And if you can't afford it, why do you really need it? No, I'm good. I'm good on that. But anyways, we're going to get into some fun topics right now. So let's get into some fun ones. Let me ask y'all this. What food will instantly make you forgive someone? What food would make me instantly forgive someone? I think, first of all, forgive you for what? There's levels to the food depending on what you did. You feel me? Like, if you forgot, like, something, like, small, I feel like a forgivable food is, like, cookies. Something cute. You feel me? Make me some brownies. Make me some cookies if you forgot something small. If you cheated on me, I'm not saying I'm going to forgive you, but I'll consider it if you cook me a full Thanksgiving dinner. Deadass. I need all of it. All of it. I want a turkey. I want mac and cheese. I want mashed potatoes. I want cornbread. I want dessert. I want liquor. All of it. It has to be a whole ass spread. Period. A whole ass spread. And like I said, I didn't say I will forgive you, but I'll consider it. Consider it. It has to be like, it can't be like one food. You feel me? It has to be a feast. A whole feast. A whole feast. That. I'll probably make you make 100 empanadas so I can feed everybody at my job. Let me stop. But I want to hear it from y'all. What is a food that will help you forgive someone? Let me know. Write it in the chat. Let me know. What's a food that will help you forgive someone? Will make you forgive. People aren't paying their Klarna bills. People aren't paying their bills. They're definitely not. All right, but let me know. All right. How about this one? Is cereal soup? I had this but this debate the other day at my other job. Is cereal soup? I think cereal is a soup. Because it's like, what? Not that ass. Like, why? What makes soup soup? Soup is the liquefied food that you eat with a spoon, right? Sometimes it has noodles. Sometimes it has veggies, right? What does it dictate a soup? You have cold soup. You have hot soup, right? Why can't cereal be a soup? Cereal's not cereal. Yes, cereal, but I think cereal is a soup. I personally think cereal is a soup, and your I guess the cereal would be noodles. I don't know. Your milk is the liquid. I don't think cereal is not a soup. I feel like it will be a soup. It will be a dessert soup. That's what a cereal is. It's a dessert soup. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I like that. I like that. Definitely a dessert soup. But let me know. Do y'all think cereal is a soup? Mina Mendoza says it is. But hey, everybody looks at things different. Excuse me. Now, let's talk about this. Talking stages. Let's talk about it. Are we, period, are we into them? Are we not into them? I feel like the talking stages of this generation is a little bit scary because I feel like nobody's talking no more. Everybody is like into this situation where you're either just sending memes to each other. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like with this generation, no one's really communicating as much as they could be communicating. And that's why I feel like there's not really a lot of relationships that are solid because no one is putting that action of being committed. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like everything is so fluid now. Everybody wants to date everybody. Nobody wants to be in a monogamous relationship. Now people want to be poly. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, the talking stage that I feel like we have now has no depth to it. Because I feel like talking should be what you do with the person to see if you want to be in a relationship with them, right? But I feel like nowadays people will just talk to somebody because they're bored. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like it gets ruined. That getting to know. It's like you're not even dating. I don't even know where you're hanging out and having sex with each other. Like you're not even trying to see if this person could be a potential partner. And then the issue with the talking stages is because no one's being direct with each other. Everybody's just giving each other mixed signals. So it's just like, I don't know. Is the talking staging bad? I mean, it could be great, but I do feel like people need to take the time to get to know each other more. People need to take the time to go out on a date and see if that's for them. You feel me? Like, you need to spend time with this person to see if that's really what you want to do. And I feel like if that's not what you want to do, you should communicate that. And I feel like that's when talking gets messy, like the situationships, as they call them. Exactly. Situationships. Why does it got to be a situation? If you say a situation, that sounds like a problem. That doesn't sound positive. So my situation, that doesn't sound like something I'm trying to build to be great. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have created new words that doesn't even promote a positive talking stage. So I feel like what we could do is just take a step back and start just being in that moment. You feel me? Like, get to know that other person. You feel me? Like, see what you can build with that person. And if you can't build with that person, let them go. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. Don't do that, man. I don't know. I don't know. And again, I'm not perfect. Trust me. I've been in my own entanglements. But what I will say is that I actually enjoy the talking stage. I think it's exciting, at least for me, because I feel like it's exciting to get to know someone. It's before like things get annoying. It's before things get too serious. At least for my talking stages, I feel like it's a nice time. It's like no judgment. Shit is cool. We're playing it by ear. You know, it's just when things get mixed signals. That's why I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So let me know. What do y'all think about the talking stage? Do y'all even have a talking stage? Have y'all ever talked to someone and then just dated them like right away? Let me know. Let me know. I feel like everybody's different. Everybody's unique. I would love to hear about different experiences. If y'all, agree to disagree with me, let me know. Put me onto a different perspective. But I think this generation could do a little bit better with being in the moment and getting to know someone. No judgment. I still love this generation. I love everybody. But I do think y'all should get to know people better. Just saying. Just saying. Those are my 2 cents. All right. How about this? And I think this is cool. Should there be a customer service rating for customers? I think so. I think so. Because I feel like customers come in different They're just different. You have great customers that I feel like are attentive. You have a ball with. It's almost like they're your friend. And then you have customers where it's like, yo, why'd you even come to the store? You should have bought this online. I hate you. Like, it's just like that ass. I hate when people are just mad and they are upset just shopping. Like, why are you buying a pair of jeans so upset? You should be feeling good and like, you know what I mean? It's like those people that are in a bad mood and go shopping. It's like, I will rate you a 0, you know? And yo, honestly, it's wild. Imagine we get to a point in the future where like your rating determines if you go into places. You feel me? So if you're a bad customer and you stay at that 0, guess what? You're not allowed in Old Navy. Old Navy don't allow 0 rating. Just saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it will be dope. It will be dope. It will be dope. And I also think that people should be rated by how they tip. Not that ass. If you don't tip well, I think you should be rated. 100%. 100%. I don't think that nobody should ever not tip. And that's one of my biggest things. Like, even if it's like a bad situation, I don't think you should not tip. I think you just should give the minimum, which is 15%. Because, like, honestly, like, that's the basic minimum you're going to get. Because a lot of people, especially in the United States, don't have that minimum wage that you got. And they do rely on tips. So guess what? If that's the best you gave me, I'm giving you exactly 15. But guess what? I would have gave you 25 if you acted right. Period. So I am big on that. Like, if it's bad service, you still got to tip. How about y'all? Would y'all ever not tip? I've never done that. Maybe when I was a kid, but then when I became a bartender and understood that other perspective, that's when I was like, nah, I can't do that. Najee, you ever went somewhere and not tip? Yo, Najee never tipped before. Yo, he should have seen his answer. He went like this. Najee, I'm going to look out for you if we go out somewhere. I'm just saying. Be like, yo, how much he gave you? How much he gave you? Nah, let me stop. Oh, shout out to Steph. She's like, I love soup. The art of courtship is dead. Thank you, Steph. That was the word that I was trying to look for because I kept saying like talking, all that. Our courtship is dead. 100%. Thank you for co-signing on that, Steph. Med needs to start yearning again. 100%. 100%. Shout out to It's Rum Springer. Needs broth. I don't think soup always needs broth, Doug. But okay. Anyways. So, let's talk about this then. People. Okay, hold on. Before we even talk about that, we're going to get into some funny ones because that was a little too spicy. We're going to get there yet, but we're going to start off slow. Is this still ghosting if they weren't really giving you anything to begin with? Think about it. Was it ghosting or did they do you a favor? Because if they weren't giving you anything to begin with, I feel like they're just walking away. You feel me? I guess it could still be ghosting, but it just shouldn't be like an impactful ghosting. I don't know. Let me know about that. How about this? What's your red flag that you find cute? I don't think, I've matured so much that I think if it's a red flag, it's a red flag. But I will say this. Less intense red flags is, I guess, not cute, but I want to say it's a red flag. Can I say yellow flag? It's like a medium flag because it's not red. But one of my biggest things is when people chew with their mouth open. I can't do it. That's what I'm saying. It's not a red flag. That's just somebody who just wasn't taught how to. Whatever. I'm not going to be mean. But anyways, I cannot stand when someone eats with their mouth open. I cannot stand when people don't have etiquette at the table. It's just something that I grew up with. But see, like, that's why I find cute because I was taught a certain way at the table. So when I find someone that doesn't have that etiquette, I'm that person that likes to teach them that etiquette. But that's the thing. Like, I'm a green flag when it comes to those things. Like, I'm that type of person like, yo, dead ass. if we're eating steak and I catch you cutting the steak like this, I'm going to come after you. Because we all know that we hold it like this and you slice. There's a lot of people that just be holding that fork mad primitive, dog. Like, just like, And it is like, yo, why do you got to hold your steak like that? It's already dead. Like, you don't even, like, it just be looking, it be looking wild. So, like, I'm the type of partner that likes to show people. Like, if you talk with your mouth full, I'm not going to embarrass you the first time. I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to be like, yo, like, respectfully, I'm sitting across the table and, like, you're kind of chewing a little loud with your mouth open. That's enough. Now, if you do it the third time, I'm going to straight up look at you and be like, yo, are you a farm animal? What we doing? But that's the third time. But that's my thing. Like, and for me, I think of it as like, I just want to be a positive footprint in your life. And I want to show you that etiquette because I know if we don't work out, guess what? You don't have that etiquette next time. Ain't nobody going to look at you like that. So to me, it's a cute orange yellow flag when people just have that thing going on. Because I feel like that doesn't make you a bad person. It just, you know, you get tweaked a little bit, you know? That's it. That's me. That's me. What's another like yellow orange flag that's not so bad? I can't think of one at this moment, but when I do, I will talk about it. But if y'all have a cute red flag, I want to see it in the chat. I want to know what it is. Let me know what y'all think is a cute yellow red flag. All right. So, how about this? What's something petty that still lives in your heart rent-free? Something petty. So I feel like pettiness could come in different scenarios. One thing that's petty that I cannot stand that, yo, deadass, if I date you, I don't need you giving back to me what I bought you. I'm so dead serious. First of all, I'm the type that if I ever bought you something or blah, 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 I'm not going to ask for it back because it was a gift. I gave it to you. But it's so petty. Like if you ever leave someone and they just take everything that you gave them and gave it back to you. Why are you giving it to me? Give it to someone else. Donate that shit. Don't give it back to me, dog. That's petty to me. Like, what am I going to do with a size 11 shoe? Yo, for real. What am I going to do with this? I'm sorry. No. Hell no. That's so petty. Yo, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to talk about a story. I dated this one guy. And I remember one time I broke up with him and I met up with him. And I'm not kidding you. I was in the car with my girl. Yo. He was in front of his house with a black garbage bag. Mind you, he's like at least like 6'2". The bag was half his body. And it was filled with just so much shit. And I'm like, I remember putting this shit in my car. I was just like, wow. What am I going to do with all this? What am I going to fucking do with all this? And I was just like, yo, that ass, ever since then, I'm like, yeah, I'm not here to pick up shit. I don't care what you have of mine. Just keep it. I don't care. I do not care. But to me, that's petty. Don't give me something that I gave to you. Unless it's a PlayStation. Nah, let me stop. But even then, if I gave it to you, I gave it to you, dog. The only thing, yo, you know what? If I want to be petty, the only thing that I will take back, and this is for a fact, I'm going to take back all my Netflix accounts. I'm going to take back all my Prime accounts. Because you're not about to watch TV with another person on my account. That I'll be petty for. I'm taking back the Netflix. I'm taking back the Amazon. I'm taking back the Crunchyroll. You ain't about to get that from me. That I'll be petty. Because you ain't about to chill on my Netflix account. Chill. Do we still do that? Ask for other people's Netflix account? That's crazy.
That's suspicious.
Period. I'm gonna look at you like you broke. Nah. That's wild. How about this? Could you date someone who has an OnlyFans? So I recently had a friend that just made an OnlyFans. She actually just dropped her OnlyFans 3 days ago. I should get her Instagram that account because I want to show my girl some love, but I don't know the exact address. But I support anybody. I support anybody that wants to do something on there. Because in the end of the day, that's a hustle. And if you want to show your ass as a hustle, that's cool. That's okay. But can you date someone that does that? I feel like if you are, you have to have thick skin. You have to understand that this is what this person is doing for money. So if 2 months later you're judging them, that's wrong because you met them like that. And that's not okay. Dump that person right away. Not for, but like you knew this about this person. So for you to talk bad about them and try to take them away from their bag, I'm not going to support that. So I do feel like if you're going to date someone who does that type of job, you need to have thick skin and you also need to be supportive. No, I'm dead serious. Like, so I have a friend that just started her account 2 days ago. So she is recently new getting this done. In the Mina Mendoza show 2 years ago, I had an OnlyFans model. And I thought her story was so dope. Shout out to La Quina. She's still on OnlyFans right now. She gets her bag and everything. And what's crazy, she does it now with her partner. Her partner doesn't show his face or anything like that. But when she came on my show, he was so supportive of what she does that he was like, I might as well just do this with you because I'm over here giving you the ideas of what to do. You need a prop. So he became the prop. But I think that's so dope because the money quadrupled after. And that's the type of partner you want to have. Shit, I noticed getting you this bag. How can we get this bag together? Should I buy you a better light? Should I buy you better, bed sheets? Like, do you need new lingerie? Like, that's the type of partner you should have if you do a OnlyFans. You feel me? Because they are supporting your job. Just how, like, if you built a house and you a construction worker, daddy, you want a massage? You want to plate of food? Listen, if that's your partner, man or woman, and that's what they're doing, think of that type of support. Hey, do you need a water bottle after that break? La, 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 la. Like, shit like that. You need to make sure the Wi-Fi is up in the house. Listen, these are the type of things that you would need to do to support your partner. Can I date someone that does an OnlyFans? I wouldn't mind, but it's like I would need that partner to also help me feel secure in dating them. You feel me? Like, I don't know, like, I don't want to always talk about the OnlyFans. Like, I'm always going to support you and the type of money you make and how you make that money. But I do need to feel special too. So as long as you can balance the both, I'm good money. I'm good money. And the same thing for people that are dancers. I feel like if you have the bravery, to jump on a stage and get on a pole, because I look at it like this, that's not an easy job, because guess what? Not all your clients look good. Some of those guys look ugly and you still got to dance on there like they're a 10. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about that. Like, you got to work for that money. And in the end of the day, it's like, like, this is my job. You just got to have thick skin, respect yourself, and just get your bag. That's it. But I'm a big supporter of whatever you need to do to get this money, as long as it's not anything that is destroying your own well-being. The minute you're doing something and it's toxic to you, that's when you should stop. If it's toxic to your partner, that's their problem, But it also depends, like, I don't know. It's just a lot of circumstances. Because then I also think about, like, what if you are in a relationship and then you decide to do OnlyFans? You have to accept the fact that your partner might not be okay with that. And if they decide to leave, you have to be willing to accept that. So it goes both ways. Let me know what y'all think. Have y'all ever been in a situation where somebody created an OnlyFans? Have y'all ever dated someone with an OnlyFans? Would y'all make an OnlyFans? Would Mina Mendoza make an OnlyFans? No, I will not. I will not. But I support anyone who does. I'm all for it. Just saying. But let me know how y'all think. Let me know. All right. Crazy red flag. That was the cute first couple times I was talking in weird voices. She was cute though, so I dealt with it for some weird time. All right. Was it a cute voice? I mean, yo. Ugh. I feel like everybody's different though. Like, I don't know. I feel like you learn how to tolerate certain things when someone's different because you want to be accepting. But honestly, to each its own. To each its own. All right. Let's get spicy though. Let's get spicy. Spicy. What's the pettiest reason you stop talking to someone? This has to be with younger Mina because this Mina is mature. The frontal lobe is here, y'all. But I feel like the pettiest reason in the past on why I left someone, the pettiest reason on why I left someone. Honestly, I don't think it's petty. But to me, it was just the fact that they weren't able to take care of themselves. I remember when I was 19, I dated this guy and I stopped talking to him. No, I was 21 and I was dating this guy because I was talking to him and he told me that his mom still paid his phone bill. That's a problem. You're 21 years old. Why is your mom paying your phone bill? Why are you not paying? I don't even care if you are on your mother's phone plan. She shouldn't be paying your phone bill. I don't know. To me, I always remember that. And I got into a back and forth with that person. I was like, why is your mom paying your phone bill though? Like, why is she doing that? And at this time, it wasn't even expensive to have a phone bill. And I remember I was so turned off that I broke up with them because of that. Not broke up, but like I stopped talking to them because of that. Because they were not, to me, that just showed like, such a small bill and why you couldn't support yourself. And mind you, this person had a job. Maybe not like the craziest job because we were young. But if I could pay my own phone bill on the part-time job that I had, why are you not paying your phone bill? Why am I dating you? Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't know. I remember I saw that. I was the biggest turnoff. I was like, I'm not dating this person. You can't afford a T-Mobile bill? That's wild. I don't know. And that's like back then when phone bills weren't even that expensive. Like now phone bills are like $100. Back then to add someone to your account is like what was like an extra $30. It was nothing. It's not like the data plans we had to this day. So to me, like if you can't afford to take care of those little bits of yourself, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't know. I need to make sure that you don't need me. Point blank. Point blank. So what's worse, bad breath or bad vibes? Bad vibes. Because you could fix bad breath. Like I could give you a piece of gum and fix bad breath. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to definitely tell you. Like if your breath sounds wild, if your breath smells wild dragon, I am going to tell you. But I'm so nice about it. I'm be like, hey, like I've done that before. I'm like, hey, you need a piece of gum. Or like, hey, da-da-da. Because respectfully, I want to keep chilling with you, but your breath stink. I'm going to talk to you though. Like you could fix that. Can you fix a bad vibe? Sometimes. But if something's a bad vibe, I'm out of that. I'm out of that. I cannot be around someone that complains so much. I cannot be around someone that is just negative. I can't be around someone that like talks about other people. Like to me, that's a bad vibe. I need like positive shit only. Fun shit only. Empowering shit only. You could do all that stuff and have bad breath. I'ma help you. Here's gum. Feel me? Next time we chill, I'm be like, yo, you need to do mouthwash a little bit. And if it's a problem over and over, then that's your own personal problem. Then you need to go to the dentist or something. But I feel like that's, that's the most humanly thing that could happen to a human is have bad breath, Bad vibes is something that you could control. Bad breath is not always your fault. Sometimes that shit happens. You feel me? That's not terrible. That's not terrible for me. I don't think that's not a deal breaker for me at all. So what's your ick that would surprise people? So mine, like I said, I really do think that I do have misophonia. But basically, it's like a mental thing where like if you make too much noise with your mouth or just unnecessary noises, I'm gonna get irked. Like the same way how it goes to like if people chew out loud, it goes the same way if people drink loud. Nothing gets to me than gulping noises. Like if you gulp while you're drinking, I'm gonna look at you wild crazy. Just how I'm looking at you right now on this camera, I'm gonna look at you mad crazy. Like if you're like, yo, why are you swallowing mad hard like that? Why? Why are you shoving the juice / water down your throat like that? Who taught you to drink like that? That's survival drinking. Like, no. Like, graceful, pinkies up, hello. Like, I cannot. That's an ick for me, yo. I don't like noise, unnecessary noises with your mouth. I do think I might have like some misophonia like vibes a little bit, but that's definitely mine. Is that, or another ick of mine is when people don't respond right away. Unless something happened, I don't like when people try to play it cool, like, oh, I'm going to respond to this person later. Like, no, be direct with your shit. Even if you can't respond right now, let me know that you can't respond right now. Give me that respect. Be like, hey, I'm a little busy right now. I'm going to hit you up later. I respect that. Not, I hit you up at 12 and then you text me at 9 o'clock at night like, yo, I was mad busy. Oh, cool. Like, yo, that's the whole thing. It's just like people just don't know how to really communicate anymore nowadays. Straight up. Like, if you got something going on, just say that. And things could be so much better. And it doesn't even have to be with somebody that you're talking to. It's like with friends, colleagues, whoever. Just say it for how it is. Unless it's, of course, an emergency. You feel me? But, like, people just make things complicated for no reason. Deadass. Make things complicated for no reason. So I feel like one of my biggest icks is that if you make unnecessary noises with your mouth, and also when people don't directly communicate. It's just like, let's not waste each other's times. Let's not do this. We're not doing this. I'm going to get into this one. Do you believe in breaks in a relationship or just breaking up? And I feel like this is a hard one, right? Because I feel like if you're in a bad relationship and you know that it needs to end, then you know it needs to end. Now, if you're in a relationship that is going bad, this is where I feel like it's healthy to take that break. You feel me? Because it's like, we're killing each other right now, but we love each other. Right now, we can't really figure out the problem, but being next to each other just makes the problem worse. I feel like if the couple could agree on some time off, just kind of like a job. Think about it. If you're doing bad at a job, right? What's the first thing they say to do? Take a leave of absence. Take some time for yourself. Why can't we think like that in relationships? I don't think a relationship is a job, dog. For real. Don't tell me it's not. It's my job to keep this healthy and balanced. It's my job to keep you happy or keep you happy with me. You feel me? It's my job to help us grow. It's a job, and it's a two-people job. If the job is not working, you got to walk away from it a little bit. Because if I stay here, I'm going to keep doing a bad job. So I think that if a relationship, now I'm not saying where it's toxic or we got to end it, but if it's not going the right way, I do believe taking some time apart is healthy. But as long as it's communicated like that, like, yo, I really care for you, but right now we're not meeting eye to eye. Can we just take 4 weeks apart and see how we feel after that? Or even 3 weeks apart, or even 2 weeks apart, because sometimes that could be a little much. That's almost a month. Take 2 weeks. Can we take 2 weeks off? No communication, like no texting, no calling each other, no sending each other on Instagram. Now, we don't got to be petty and block each other. We don't got to be petty and unfollow each other on Instagram. You don't got to be doing none of that. But to truly take a break from that person so that you can see areas to grow, or maybe so you can see different perspectives of the situation. I think that's healthy. And then agree on coming back after that 2 weeks. So like, hey, if you want to come back after 2 weeks, let's meet at, I don't know, Hoboken Station at 12 o'clock on this day. If those two people both value that relationship, they will meet on that day. And I could just imagine all the healthy conversations that could come off of that. I think that's growth. I think that's beautiful. And we're going to talk about the things that happened while you were gone. Now, it's when people stay with each other and not take that break. That's when it turns into a fucking breakup. It's just like, come on. I think y'all just need to break up. And that's when it's the point of no return. Maybe we do need to take those breaks so that breakup doesn't have to happen. Thought about that? Food for thought. But just think about it. It's like, it kind of goes back to having communication. If we're just direct with how we feel, things could be a lot better. And I feel like sometimes people are scared to say how they feel because they feel like they're going to offend the other person. But then we're offending them more by not saying how we feel. It's just wild. It's a wild time. It's a wild climate nowadays. Just saying. Just saying. Let me know how y'all feel about this. I feel like I'm dropping gems over here. Yo, shout out to E. He's like, bad breath. Wearing shoes in your house. Oof. But what if you are allowed to wear shoes in the house? But okay, I see it. I see it. Ick, anytime anyone tries to talk bad about someone else behind their back, 100%. I feel like if you're talking bad to me about someone else behind their back and they're not present, what makes me think that you're not going to do that with me? 100% you're going to do that with me. Nah, you got that. You got that. But let me know. I do think that as a generation, we should do more like things to be in the moment. I feel like we got to let go of this sometimes and just like learn to like be there. You feel me? Like go on a date with your girl and lock your phone for 4 hours. Actually, no, that could be dangerous because nowadays it's like, what if you need to call 911? It's like, wait. Try to put the phone down, you know, and see how that goes. You know, like don't rely on, hey, this is what I saw on TikTok the other day. Like talk about something else and see how that works out for you. Let me know. So before I end my show, I do want to give a couple shout outs of just some things that have been going on. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Vintage and Jay. Shout out to y'all. Y'all been doing your thing. I got a recent Vintage Mets hoodie the day of my show. I had a show back at the Williams Center and I've been seeing you do your thing, my guy. Also, shout out to La Chandelle Candel. Shout out to Esco. I see you doing your thing with the candle making, girl. Also, shout out to Toast. Toast like the bread. So follow my guy. I don't think I got to talk about it in my show, but it was pretty dope. I went to an event. Shout out to Joystick. And it's basically a community of... I got to be safer with my words. I guess the devil's lettuce, that. It's a community of people that smoke the devil's lettuce, and they do a lot of events. And they recently had an event 2 weeks ago where I went down the shore. It was so far. It was like in Central Jersey. And it was dope. It was like a arcade place. And then everybody was just smoking in the back. A whole bunch of people that I did not meet. Excuse me. And the event was pretty dope. They gave you like an unlimited like playing card. And it don't matter who they came. They fed us, for free. All for free. Which was really dope. So shout out to Joystick. Shout out to Toast Like the Bread. Definitely got some goodies that night. Also shout out to Hamilton Devil's Lettuce Products. Because they definitely hooked me up that day too. Definitely hit them up for all your greens, all your specials. Shout out to Hazy Harvest out here. Brand new dispensary doing great things. Also, shout out to Moon World. So Mina Mendoza, I just did a photo shoot like about 2 weeks ago. I haven't dropped the photos yet. So, they're freaking amazing. I can't wait to drop them. I'm going to drop them soon. I'm still editing them. But shout out to Moon World. We did a photo shoot in the city about 2 weeks ago. We're also going to do another photo shoot on the 28th. And it's going to be a whole vibe. But yeah, Mina got a little sexy in them. They looking good. Spicy. But shout out to Moon World. Definitely check out his page. Lots of dope content. Lots of dope creativity. It's a whole vibe. So yeah, we're going to continue the vibes. Next week, I got a guest. Shout out to the Noodles. It's like a whole band. They're going to be at my show. and it's gonna be a vibe. And that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. And yeah, Najee, take us away. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Ew.